بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألف لام ميم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين.
Interpretation of the Holy Quran.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. With the assistance of Allah, we began to have a brief interpretation of Quran. We reached to chapter Baqarah, verse 275. This chapter is the longest chapter of Quran which is revealed in Medina, and it has 286 verses. Please listen to verse 275.
الذين يأكلون الربا لا يقومون إلا كما يقوم الذي يتخبطه الشيطان من المس ذلك بأنهم قالوا إنما البيع مثل الربا وأحل الله البيع وحرم الربا فمن جاءه موعظة من ربه فانتهى فله ما سلف وأمره إلى الله ومن عاد فأولئك أصحاب النار هم فيها خالدون.
Those who exact usury will not stand, but like one dragged by the devil's touch. This is because they say trade is just like usury, while Allah has allowed trade and forbidden usury. فمن جاءه موعظة من ربه فانتهى فله ما سلف وأمره إلى الله ومن عاد فأولئك أصحاب النار هم فيها خالدون. Whoever on receiving advice from his Lord relinquishes shall keep the gains of what is past, and his matter shall rest with Allah. As for those who resume, they shall be the inmates of the fire, and they shall remain in it forever. In this verse, Allah is talking about usury. Allah forbids usury. Usury is forbidden in different religions. And in Islam, there is a lot of emphasis that people should not have usury in their business. Different narrations are talking about the punishment for those who take usury in their business, either in their business or in their loan. We can take usury in different ways. Sometimes a person gives some money as a loan to somebody else, and after sometimes he takes extra money. For example, a person gives $10,000 as a loan to get it back, for example, for 3 months. And he says, after 3 months, I'm going to take $11,000. It means $1,000 extra. This is usury in loan. And sometimes in business, there is a usury. It means a person buys or sells something, but at the same time, he takes usury. Usury in business is only in certain items, not in every items. For example, if a person sells wheat to wheat, 10,000, for example, kilo from wheat, he gives right now today to somebody and he sells, give it back in after, for example, 2 months. He sells the wheat and he wants to get the wheat back after 2 months, after 3 months. He sells and buys, but wheat to wheat. If a person like that, he takes extra wheat or anything else, he sells wheat to wheat. He cannot take anything extra, either wheat or barley or rice or anything, the extra from any item, he cannot take it back. To save from the usury and not to take the usury, we must be sure that we get exactly the same that we have given before. So if we give $10,000 as a loan and take back, for example, with the condition takes back $11,000, $10,200, this is a usury in loan. And if we sell the wheat and we want to get the wheat back, it means we sell the wheat today and we want to get it, the wheat after 2 months. This is also usury if we take extra. So if you give this amount of wheat, if you sell this amount of wheat to wheat, you should take exactly the same as you have given. Barley is the same, and rice is the same, for example, and in some items, not all the items. But loan can be in money. If a person gives the money as a loan, he must take exactly the same that he has given before, not extra. Of course, when we talk about usury, it means when a person gives loan, if he gives the loan and put it the condition, he says, I'm going to give you with this condition that give me extra, this is usury. This is something which is forbidden. I say, I give you $10,000 for 2 months and you should give me $10,000 and 200, for example, and you accept it. This is usury and it is forbidden. I cannot take such a money. You must not give such a money. And even if you give me, you have committed sin and I will not be the owner of the extra money because this is wrong and Islam does not confirm and does not accept it. This is with the condition. But without condition, what does it mean? Yes, if I give you $10,000 and you will give me extra money by yourself, you want it. You give at the same time that you are free and I'm not going to force it to give such a money to me. At this time, yes, it is accepted. And not only that, it is recommended that a person who takes some money as a loan, this is recommended that when he wants to give it back, he gives something extra. But it should be by his choice. Nobody should force him. If there is a condition and he is forced to give the money, extra money, if he doesn't give it, for example, I'm going to put the pressure on him, I'm going to bother him to take, this is forbidden and it is not accepted. But if he gives money by his choice, yes, this is good and I can accept it and there is no problem for that. When we talk about usury in Arabic, riba, it means extra or excess. When a person wants to give some money and take the extra, he wants to add some money to his money in this way, this is something which is forbidden. As we said, in Islam, sometimes usury is in loan and sometimes in items, but certain items that whoever wants, he should go and see the issue of usury in Islam, and then he will understand that about buying or selling some items. Yes, in those items, there is possibility that a person will take the usury, although it is forbidden. But if a person, for example, sells car, for example, and he wants to get something else, he wants to get a lot of money for that, this is not usury. Even if he wants to take the same car plus something else, this is not usury. When we say items, it is good to know that which items can usually be happening that. In Islam, a scholar says the items that we buy or sell by weight, for example, we say 2 kilo, for example, 5 kilo. If we sell or buy to the same items, of course, we cannot take anything extra. Or something that we buy or say by bushels. Bushels, it means measures of capacity for grains. We say, give me 2 bushels, for example, 3 bushels. Like your rice, for example, can be sold by bushels. Rice, barley, for example, wheat, or something like that. Yes, these items that in the market they sell it by weight or they sell it by bushels. If we sell to the same items in 1 month, 2 months, 1 year, we cannot take anything extra and it is forbidden. Other items, for example, house, for example, car, land, there is no usury in that, and it is allowed to take extra money. Although I sell one car to the same car, that I'm going to take it after 2 months, 5 months, 6 months, plus something else, it means extra, it is not forbidden and there is nothing wrong with it. In this verse, Allah says, those who eat usury, لا يقومون إلا كما يقوم الذي يتخبطه الشيطان. Allah says, these people or those people who takes usury, use usury, لا يقومون, they will not stand but like one drained by the devil's touch. كما يقوم الذي يتخبطه الشيطان. يتخبطه الشيطان, it means devils or Satan touched him. It means he became mad or insane. As those people who cannot stand on their feet or walk normally, a person who takes usury is the same as such people that they cannot stand on their feet. They stand like a person who drank. Why Allah has given such an example for those who takes usury? A person that devils touched him, he cannot stand on his feet. It means he walks like a person who drank. A person who takes usury, he spoiled the society. Why? Because he does not make money in a normal way, only he puts money and takes extra and bothers other people who think that they are working and they give the extra money to somebody who is richer than them. Allah says this business or this way of making money is bringing the problem in the society, bring animosity and problem in the society. So some people hate others who collects money only by giving money. So because a person who drinks is not stable, those people who make money in such a way, they are not stable and they bring problems in the society. So Allah says the usurer is the same as insane people who are not normal, and a person who makes money in such a way is not a normal person. Allah wants everybody will be a partner on a business, and everybody tries to work and make money in this way, not only put the money and rest and after sometimes take the extra money. To make money in such a way, make a group of people richer and richer, and poor people poorer and poorer. And little by little, poor people, at the same time that they need money and collect money in such a way, they hate rich people and they cannot see them. If they find chance, they are going to attack them. As we have seen in some countries, some people who make money in such a way, how other people hate them and they try to find a chance to hurt them. Because of that, Islam says it is not accepted in Islam in any way. From the beginning of Islam, it was discussed in different ways, some verses of Quran, some narrations, that it is forbidden and it is not good to take a usury. Regardless that a person who takes or collects usury or gives usury or usury overall, all of them are condemned. We have many verses of Quran, many narrations and several verses of Quran that are emphasized on this issue that people should not take usury. Inshallah, in next section, I'm going to bring some more verses of Quran and some narrations that are talking about usury in Islam. Thank you very much for watching. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.